Okay, so today, like I said, is promised to be more practical. First, we're just doing introduction to forex trading. Well, we are still in the introduction phase. So basically, what we just have to do is to um, now get our laptops, our phones out. Then, as JK demonstrates, here you will be seeing some new things. And if you have questions, feel free to leave them in the chat box. Um, and then there are a lot of people. I think Barbara will be moderating the class for us because I may be off for some time and come back later. Yeah. So basically, that is it. So JK, it's over to you.
Hello, can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you audibly.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. So you are all welcome to today's class, and it's a training. As I said, we will be doing this thing until at least one person here becomes successful in trading forex. The focus is to make sure women are successful in trading this thing. Um, Last week we had some background about forex, just to make you know that it's not very difficult as um, we say it, but it has a lot of emotions attached to it. That's what makes it more difficult, because you actually want to get money very fast. So because of your greed and all that, it makes it quite difficult to succeed in the market. But then today I'm going to take you through some few things, but the focus of today's class is at the end of today, you are able to place trade correctly. You are able to understand what stop loss is, what take profit is. And then the following day, which will be tomorrow, we are going to look at those candlesticks that, or those things that you see on your chart. They actually call candlesticks. So you're going to look at the meaning of those candlesticks, what they mean um, on your chart. What is the interpretation when you see them on your chart? Because when you look at your chart, there are different kinds of the candlesticks there. What is the meaning of each of those candlesticks? So that at the end of today and tomorrow, you would understand candlesticks, and you also understand how to place trade and how to set stop loss and take profit. There was a time someone was asking somebody how the person got a particular signal. Yeah, so after today, if you understand how to place trade, you understand what the person meant by signal. So let's go quickly into it and see what we can get from today's class. Yeah, so I'm going to share my screen, and then we will continue from there. So today we are looking at a type of orders, and with the type of orders, we have different types. We have market execution. I think I've mentioned that last week, where you enter the market as far as you've seen a trade and you think that trade is relevant, then you actually enter the market. Then we have the stop loss orders, but we will go through these things one after the other, and then we progress. So a leverage is the ratio of the amount of capital used in a transaction to a required security deposit. So here, when we are talking about securities, we are actually looking at the currencies that you are trading or the commodities you are trading. So the gold, the oil, um, platinum, Bitcoin, all those things are uh, securities. So in Ghana, one of the agencies that regulates things like that is the Securities and Exchange Commission. So they manage things like exchange rates and all that. Yeah. So it is the ability to control large dollar amounts of security with relative to small amounts. So when we were doing the registration for the broker, I made mention that you should choose 1:500. The reason is that most of us were picking our initial deposit to be 500. So if your initial deposit is 500, to place a trade on $500 account, you can place a maximum of 0.05, which is a volume. It means that you are setting up $50 on this account. So if you are buying maybe a gold and you are using 0.05 as your volume, it means that you are buying one gold with, you are like, the unit of gold you are buying is 50 pound at a go, $50 at a go, or pound at a go, depending on the currency in which you are trading in. But the leverage of 1:500 means that the $500 that is in your account, in the mind of the system, is not 500, but rather 500 times 500. So instead of you being able to place a trade of $500, which is 0.05, you can actually place a trade of 5 volume on your account, which is very high. And if this goes against you, you lose all your accounts. So that's how come a leverage can work against you very easily, as much as it can also help you gain. Because when you use the loss volume 5 and it goes your favor, you are a rich man or a rich girl. But if it goes against you, um, you become very poor. But the aim of the class is not for us to be rich quick, but to steadily become rich. So you are doing the same things that the banks do gradually, and you are making more money. When you add all those monies for the number of years that you have been trading, then that should give you some freedom financially. So that's the aim of our studies. We are trading professionally and not gambling. So the term order refers to how you enter or exit a trade. Here, we will discuss the different types of orders that can be placed in the foreign exchange market. Be sure that you know which type of order your broker accepts. Different brokers accept different types of orders. There are some basic order types that all brokers provide, and those are the ones that I'll look at uh, so much. So a market order. So a market order is an order to buy or sell at the best available price. So an example is if Euro USD is currently at 1.214. So I'm going to show that. So I'll put a slide here and make it an empty slide. Yeah. Then I'm going to use Ghana cedi for this particular example so that it will be easy for us to understand. So on your chart, what's happening? So let's say on your chart, you have a line, you have two different lines. I don't know what is happening to my pen tool. Okay, no problem. I'm having some few problems with my pen too. So your chart looks like this and like this. So it's a graph of, you can see this one as well. All right, so I can draw that. I don't know how to do it. Okay. So, so your chart is something like this. So it's a graph of price against time. So it looks like this. And then you see different prices at the right. So you see prices here. And then you see times here. Yeah. So let's say the candle is moving up like this. And we are thinking this is maybe Ghana city. And right now we are at this price here. And let's say this price here is, this price here is 20 cedis. And then you are thinking that this Ghana cedi against, let's say, pound. Okay. So the next level here is 12 cedis. No, 15 cedis, sorry. This level here is 15 cedis. And then you are thinking that this price is going to move from this place to the 15 cedis area. And then you woke up 8 o'clock. This price is here at 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock, the price is there. So what you do is you enter a market order. So you just go to your MT4 and then you enter a market order of sell. The reason why it's sell is when price is going up, that's a buy, a long, or bullish trade. It's either you are buying, you are longing, or you are in a bullish trade. When the price is coming down or you expect the price to come down, it means you are selling, you are in a bearish trade, or you are shorting. So in this scenario, you think that you are going to be selling the pound cedi, sorry, I don't know what's happening today. So GBP, GHS. So you're thinking you are selling pound cedi to 15 cedis. Then you started selling immediately. The market opened at 8 o'clock. So at 8 o'clock, you started selling the currency to the downside. So this place will be your entry. And this place, you are already almost hitting. So when you hit this area, which is the 15 cedis, we call that place take profit. So that's where you want to go, or the short name is TP. So you want to enter the market at 20 cedis and bring it down to 15 cedis. So you hit your 15 cedis, you have hit your take profit. So automatically you'll be out of the market. Another case is when, let's say, you want to sell this thing to this area. Okay, you're having $500 in your account and you are placing 0.05 and you want to bring this thing to 15, but you are scared that it can go to 22. It can go to 22, yeah. So because you know, so this is 22. Yeah, so you are thinking that this thing is going to go to 22 before coming to your 15. So you wanted to protect yourself. So we have something we call stop loss. So you're going to put your stop loss around somewhere here. So maybe 22.5. Yeah, so your stop loss becomes 22.5 so that if this thing should continue upward, you know that it will hit 21. It will hit 22, but it will hit 22.5 and start dropping in your direction from that side. You will still have made your profit. But if it continues up and hit your 22.5, you'll be out of the trade because that is a stop loss. That's a way you are protecting your account. You decide to protect your account, so you hit it like this, you are out of that account or that trade, and maybe you have lost $5 or $10 out of your $500. But supposing it comes to hit here, you would have gained maybe $30 to your $500. That will make your dollar become $530. Yes. So the top one is called stop loss or SL, and the down one is take profit, and vice versa. If you are buying, your stop loss will now be at the bottom and your take profit will be at the top. If you are selling, stop loss at the top, take profit at the bottom. Okay. So I think we can continue. So I've explained a lot of things. So this is the example. So example is Euro USD is currently trading at 1.2050. You want to short, meaning that you want to sell it at 1.2070. You can either sit in front of your monitor and wait for it to hit 1.2070. Then you click the sell, or you can set a sell limit. So a sell limit is when maybe you don't have time, you are going to work, and you know that this thing will sell at 20 cedis, and the trade is here, and you are going to work. So you go and put a sell limit here at the 20 cedis. So that when the pair hits the sell limit, it will start selling automatically, even if you are not around. So this thing moves, maybe you now close your MT4, you are on campus, then this thing go and touch this. After touching it, it will trigger, you are already in profit, then it hits your take profit. Then you've won the trade. So that's a stop sell limit. The same with buy limit. You put the buy limit down and then you go. So when the pair reverses and hits your buy limit, it gets triggered, then you go up. So those things happen when you know you are not going to be available for the trade. So you set a limit order at 1.27. Then you could walk away from your computer to attend to other things. If the price goes up to hit 1.207, your trading platform will automatically execute a sell order at the best price that you have set. So you can use this type of entry when you believe price will reverse upon hitting the price you specify. Okay, so that's what I've explained. Then we have stop entry. So stop loss entry or stop entry order is an order placed to buy above the market or sell below the market at certain prices. So with that one, let's say you are not very confident that this trade will reverse at 20, but you still want to sell it at 20. So what happened is after you went to work, by the time you came, you went to hit 22. Then you said, wow, it has hit 22. I'm only interested in selling if it will hit 20. So what you do is you go and put a sell stop here at 20. Yeah, so you put a sell stop order at the 20. So let's say this thing started reversing. And the moment it touches the 20, your trade will be triggered. So you are currently in a sell position. And then there is another candle. Uh-oh. There is another candle like this. Then you have hit your take profit. So that's for sell limit. The same when you turn it upside down, then that becomes buy limit. Okay. Yes, so for example, GBP USD is currently trading at 15050 and is heading upwards. You believe price will continue with its direction if hit 1.5060. You can do either one of these things. Sit in front of your computer and buy at price when it hits the 1.560, or you set a stop entry order at 1.560. You use stop entry order when you feel that price will move in one direction. I think it's self-explanatory. So a stop loss order, which I've already explained, is a type of order linked to a trade for the purpose of preventing additional losses if price goes against you. Remember this type of order, a stop loss order remain in effect until the position is liquidated or you cancel the stop loss order. And one thing I'll tell you is, so far as you want to trade, you don't joke with your stop loss order. You don't joke. You can joke with any other thing in Forex, but you don't joke with your stop loss. All the time, you are making sure that your stop loss orders are in place. You are making sure everything is all right before you leave that trading platform. And you don't joke with stop loss orders. All the time, stop loss orders are in place. I hope that makes sense. So we're continuing with the rest of the things that we want to look at. So trailing stop is when you are in profit, you can actually move your stop loss from where it was into a profit, so that when the pair reverses and hits you, you are still in profit. So an example is, I'm still going to my drawing. So this is my drawing. So you are in profit, and then you change your mind that this thing will move to 10 cedis. So let's say 10 cedis is here. So what you do is you move your stop loss from the top, which was 20.5, and bring it inside profit like this. And then you've set a new take profit that is your 10 cedis. Now, let's say this pair did not move to the 10 cedis. It have reversed to go and hit the stop loss. You still will not lose. You will not lose anything. You would have made a profit. Maybe your stop loss is in 17 cedis. So if you reverse and hit your stop loss, you still make some 3 cedis or something. So you still will not lose anything. And if it should continue to hit your take profit at 10 cedis, and let's say it has continued and hit your take profit at 10 cedis, you would have made more profit. So that's the essence of a trailing stop as well. Now, I've made mention that we are not going to look more at the candlestick today. We are going to look at ways to actually place a sell trade or place a buy trade on our phones. So I want somebody here to showcase his or her MT4. Then we would use the phone version to try, and after that I'll look at the computer version of it. So if you have any question at this time, you can just ask the questions for clarifications, and then we'll go into the practical side of things as to how to place your sell trade, how to put your stop loss, and all that. So time for questions.
Hello, ladies. Do we have any questions for Mr. Justice, please? Okay.
Uh, okay, so I assume everybody understood what I was saying. So if any of you have your trade, Gilbert, do you have trading platform on your phone?
Yes, please. I have the MT for there.
Oh, okay. So would you be able, I want you to Angela, you wanted to say something. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so Gilbert, you can share your screen, and then I'll be directing you as to what to do so as for them to learn how to place a trade using the MT4. All right,
Okay.
so go to your MT4 app. So when you open your MT4, this first page, no, don't go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Go back to the first place, the market watch. So this first place, market watch. So this is where you see different currency pairs and their bid and ask prices. So yeah, so different currencies pairs with their bid prices and ask prices. And you can actually change it. Gilbert, tap on your screen. No, not click, tap. Go back to the market watch, tap on your screen. Then go to tap on it again. Just tap 1. Go to advanced view. So when you do the advanced view, it calculates the money that the broker will be making in terms of pips that we will look at in other classes, because it's kind of calculation and I don't think it's okay for us to look at it now. So the spread, which is the amount of money the broker makes, is there. The smaller it is, the better it is, which means that when it's very small, when you place a trade, it's easy for you to enter profits easy compared to others. So we can see your screen, oh. So, all right. So right now, I want us to learn how to place the trade. So move from the market watch to candlestick chart. So this second menu at the bottom is the candlestick chart. So there are different candlesticks here. So I can see green and red on his chart. And I can see some lines and all those things. We call them moving averages. We will go into detail as I want it to be step by step. So right now, I want you to focus on the candlesticks. So these things are called candlesticks. The red and the green things that you are seeing here are candlesticks. Now, the chart is a chart of what? Price. So the price is at your right. So you can see 1.10315 to 1.089306. Those are your prices. And then at the horizontal side, you can see months and time there. So 2400, 2800, and 3000. So it's a graph of time against price, if I'm making sense. So now, when you look at this chart here, which is a chart of price over time, you would actually want to understand how often do the candlesticks come up or how often do they appear. It depends on how you set it on your chart. On this particular chart, when you look at the top left corner, you see something like Euro USD .S H4. The H4 there means that 4 hour, which means that after every 4 hour, a new candlestick will appear and close after the next 4 hours. So right now, on this particular chart that is open here, each of these candlesticks appears and close after 4 hours. Yes. And you can actually change it by just tapping on your screen. So Gilbert, tap on your screen. So when you tap on your screen, you see H1, which is 1 hour, H4, 4 hours, D1, meaning one candle is 1 day, then W1, meaning one candle is 1 week, MN means one candle is 1 month, and the rest are tools that you use. So I want Gilbert to tap on D1. So this same thing that we were watching on H4, we brought it to D1. You will see that it's just a few candles on the D1, meaning for the past 3 days, it has been selling on the D1 chart. So that's for the D1 on. So let's change it to H1. So you can see that on the H1, there is a lot of candles, which means that after every 1 hour, there is a new candlestick forming. Then change it to 15 minutes. So this is 15 minutes. It's just focusing on another smaller size or smaller place in the analysis of this particular chart. So that's the understanding of the MT4. I'm going to move deeply into how to now place your trades. So when you go to your top right corner, you see a plus on a board. When you tap on that top right corner, So when you tap on that, you see that there is Euro US dollar. That's the currency that you currently open down. And then there is market execution. Now bring the market execution tab down. So on that market execution tab, there is buy limits, which I spoke about. So you think that the pair will sell and reach a particular place and start buying. Then there is a sell limit, which we spoke about, that the pair will be selling the pair will be buying when it reaches a particular place to start selling. Then we have buy stop, which means the pair will continue buying. Then we have sell stop, which means the pair will continue selling. So the market execution means you are actually in front of your computer or your phone trying to enter a trade. So let's leave it at market execution. So now, if you have $100 in your account, the volume you can use is 0.01. If you have $500 in your demo account, you use 0.05. If you have $1,000, you use 0.1. If you have 10,000, you use 1.0. Okay. Now, this red side is the stop loss button. So let's say at current, you want to sell at a particular price. So when you are selling, the prices ahead of that place that you are selling are your sell stop areas. And then when you are buying, the prices below where you are buying are your call stop. And if you are also selling, the prices below your sell price are your take profits. Yes. So right now you are not able to either place trade because today is Saturday. You can only place trade during trading hours, which is Monday to Friday. No, Sunday evening to Friday. So Sunday evening, I'm going to put I'll send an entry for everyone to do for me to see if they are able to do it. It's an assignment. So now, Gilbert, thank you very much. Who is using the PC version of the MT4? Who is having her laptop here? All right, so this one is called the MT5. I don't have MT4 here. I thought somebody has an MT4 here. But with this one, the times are at the top here. So the top side, you can actually change your times. So, so there is a trade here that is here. So there is a sell limit, meaning that I want this thing to move up. I wanted it to move up here to touch it before selling. I wanted something like this before selling, but it didn't happen because the price did not reach where I wanted it. So that's the sell limit. I wanted to touch it and start selling, but price did not reach where I wanted. So to sell this thing, you just click the sell here, but they will tell me that markets have closed, so it can't place. To buy is to click the buy here. And these are the times here. And these are your currency watch. So different currencies at this side, a lot of them. So you don't have to waste time on one currency for too long. If you can't find what you are looking for you move to another currency. Then there is a zoom button to help you zoom. So you can zoom in and zoom out the candles if you want the candlesticks to appear for you well. And then there is another way of placing trade here. So when you click on it, this will appear. So the volume, if you're having $100 is 0.01, $500 is 0.05. Then there is stop loss, there is take profit. Then the type of orders. So when you choose market execution, you go straight into the trades. When you have pending order, so when you click on pending order, it will break it down. So the type of the pending order, we have different types here. So but MT5 have new extra one, which is buy stop limit and sell stop limit. I've not used those ones before, so I'll make use of the 4 for now. So that's for this side. These are drawing tools. You use it to draw things, which we will go into detail later when we are looking at how to analyze your trade. This for drawing a horizontal line, sorry, and this for vertical line. And this thing is used to measure your money. So supposing this trade have triggered from this side, because I was selling it, if it got triggered from here to here, I would have gotten about Gilbert, how much is that? 0.04 times 349, 3,400 is how much?
Please, the figure again so that I calculate.
Is 0.04 times
Okay.
3,517.
140.68.
So that's $140. If this thing was able to trigger where I wanted it to be triggered, but it dodged me, it couldn't touch it and fell. So I've lost. Now on the at the bottom here, there are different other currencies. So this is USD JPY, also trading down. Then we have pound card. Depending on how you set it, you look at those things later. Then this is AUD NZD. This is AUD JPY. We have British pound, Swiss franc. So different currencies are here. And these are some of the drawings that I'm talking about that we will draw later. So at this time, if you have any question, you can now ask. But tomorrow we are going to look into what the candlesticks stands for, what they mean. And if you see a long candlestick like this, what does it mean? If you see a smaller one like this one, this small one here, what does it mean? This small one here, what does it mean? This long one, what does it mean? So we are going to look at it tomorrow. But as at right now, if you have any questions, you can go ahead to ask. I'll try my best to answer. And those who have not able to create their MT4, I believe that from this time till the following week, we are going to be doing more with the trading platform than looking at slides and all that. You need to be motivated. You need to be self-disciplined if you really want to do this thing. And I know as that most of the time we lose interest in some of these things, but I want you to keep your fire burning. I want you to stay motivated, and at the end of the day, you see whether it is worthwhile or You just joked with your life. Okay. So you can now ask your question. What you don't understand, what you need more clarification for, and then we continue. Or yes, it's left with some few minutes. So any questions for today?
Please, if you have a question, you can unmute and talk, or you can put it in the chat box. We will read the result for you.
Any question? Since we are all fine, we all understood what I explained today. So the assignments for today's presentation will come on Sunday evening, where I'll bring a trade signal, and then you try and place the sell limit, you try to place the buy limit, you try to place the market execution, you try to set a stop loss and a take profit.
Maybe I think we can use Bitcoin USD to do that. For Bitcoin USD, we can see still a place.
You said?
I was saying Bitcoin USD, they are still in market, so we can use that one to practice.
Oh, okay. 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 All right. So if there are no further questions, then I'll give some people the opportunity to talk if they have anything to say. Kelly, do you have anything to say? You say?
Can you hear me?
We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you
Very
hear me?
small.
I don't have anything.
Okay. So we will end today's on here. Tomorrow at 4, we will be here to continue. And tomorrow we are looking at the candlestick anatomy. Barbara wants to say something, so let me give her the floor.
Okay, thank you. Please, someone has a question, but where she is, she cannot talk. So she says I should ask on her behalf. Yes, please. Please, can you go over the limits with the phone app, please?
Okay. Gilberto, share your.
All right, let me do that now. Please, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So now open Euro USD. Open chart. 1H. Okay. So have you seen that Gilbert have drawn a blue line on his chart, and the price for the blue line is 1.09085. Supposing Gilbert is going to work and he has the conviction that when the pair hits the blue line, it will start selling. Gilbert will go to the blue line and copy that price that is there, go to the right top corner. So go to the right top corner, change the market execution there to sell limit, and then put the price that he wants the pair to reverse at the sell limit side, like that. Then any other price that is above that price, so he can put 1.099 as a stop loss. As a stop loss, so go to your stop loss area and type 1.099. And because you want it to sell, you can set a take profit of 1.088. Yeah, so supposing the market is working, you, after placing this thing, you would have seen that there will be a stop loss, there will be a take profit. That's why I'm saying that at the end of today, I'm going to send something like this for us all to put into our chart. When the market open, press this place after, yeah, so they've said market have closed. Supposing the market is working, it would have placed a trade inside, but the trade will not be active because Gilbert have set a limit order and not a market execution order. Barbara, do you understand? And the person understand?
Yes, please. Let me check with her.
So, but she will understand more when we start the practical section. You just have to be involved. When they say do something, you just do it. That's it.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Gilbert. All right. So, any last word? Unless we are done for today.
Oh, okay. So, what I will say is that learning Forex, in fact, is not an easy thing. So, you need persistence. In the beginning, you may see it difficult and boring, but if you persist, you will know that it is worth of learning. So, I will encourage everyone to take this class very serious and JT already said, you won't get it free anywhere. And if you agitate it, then you also get it in that. So this opportunity, you have to take it serious and make a very good use of it. You shouldn't be discouraged, and I do believe that you should continue. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gilbert. So he's saying that Forex is not difficult. You just have to be disciplined and everything will be fine. And it makes sense. Yeah, we all went through it. If you want to succeed in it, then you have to actually be disciplined. So I just want to put this so that I will have this cover on my recording. Okay. All right. So I wish you all well, and we'll meet tomorrow. You can start doing some of these things on the page. Go to the MT4, even though markets have closed. Just go there, try to put some figures there. I'll send some screenshots of some of the way the things appears. like the stop loss entry, so that it's clearer for you on the page. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice evening. Bye.
Thank you. Enjoy yours too. Bye.